because I know there's an X there, but I don't know if it's being considered
It's
10.
actually, yeah, they're
It's
calling it
just
Mortal Kombat
X.
X. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, should be interesting.
Also on the 10th, heists for Grand Theft Auto 5 are finally being released.
I cared so much 12 months ago about this.
It's
Psych
so, did
finally.
you read anything about them?
I just it was so weird. I read it and it's like they used the word raid and I was like "Psh, whatever because it's 4 players. Just trying to capitalize on the Bungie excitement, whatever.
See, I guess what they're so the thing that I read about it was why it took so long, and they talked about how when you watch heist movies, everyone is doing different stuff. So the example that I remember most clearly was like usually you have a wheelman, and he kind of just sits in the car. Then
The fun
the other
job.
guys are doing other stuff in the bank. So what they were thinking of was like, how do you balance it? Like, how do you make it so that the wheelman isn't just sitting in a car? Like, what is he doing while the others are doing this other thing?
Well, I mean,
And
what could a
those
woman
other
be
three
doing?
people could be doing different things altogether. And so they were trying to figure out how to like it basically became a much bigger thing than they thought. I think my hope is that yeah, the online heists are actually going to be really sort of spectacular and something that we haven't seen before, and not really in the way that everyone expects it's going to be, like basically Payday, where everyone is basically doing the same thing, but you're doing it together.
Teamwork
So
heist, guys.
we
Well, I mean,
will.
there. Some people can be doing different stuff in Payday. Technically, it's just like in terms of like surviving waves, you're probably all doing the same thing. But it's like somebody
Mhm.
could be planting bombs or slapping the hell out of a hostage to get information because they won't talk when they're supposed to, and somebody could be boarding up windows and stuff.
But everyone is still basically, in the first person shooter mode.
Yeah.
Whereas this would be, if what they described in that, I guess it was a developer diary or explanation or whatever, is not everyone will be doing even very similar type things. So
So it's not
it
going to be basically taking some single player heist and then making it a multiplayer version of that.
Well,
well, I mean, even if you take the single player heist, like every character was doing significantly different stuff in some of them. Like there was the one with
Only like later on though,
yeah,
because the first one you just smash and grab.
yeah. But so hopefully, yeah, it's more like the later ones, and so I'm hopeful. And man, now Tekken has the PS4 version, and
he
this
does.
seems ripe for share buttons. So
Yes, it does.
That would be fun. I mean, if they
I
did do something like that, I would even be on board with that. But I mean, it also is coming out in March, so that's kind of a problem too. But, but,
I need more hard drive
but it could
and
be
the
like
game, of course.
it could be like our Tuesday thing instead of Destiny, though. If they did
Watch
do
out, Nicole. You could have spent
that stuff
$100
Mm.
on a hard drive instead of on PSN games you don't need,
or not gonna
and
play.
upgraded it.
It's true. Games that he's
It's
probably
all
never gonna get to
research.
play.
It's all research.
Is that what you're calling it, optical? Is that what you're calling it?
Yep.
To help you
You
sleep at night?
notice, right? Like I can find stuff to like about games that no one likes.
I know,
So,
but
what
at the
is
same
that?
time, you actually have to play the games to do that.
Yeah, that's the hard part. 'Cause
Well,
there's
you
so
know
many.
why? You know why it's hard, optical? Because you keep buying so many damn games, so you don't have time to play them. Oh gosh.
Research. It's all research. Oh man, I don't remember. There was another game coming out.
All of
Oh
them.
yes, Dragon Quest Heroes, I think, was the one.
Oh yeah, that did
This
get announced.
Dynasty Warriors ish looking thing.
I
And it's
think it
coming
was
to the
like
Wests.
My thing is like I haven't played a Dynasty Warriors game in like a really long time, and I did kind of like the series back in the day, but only because I used to play with my brother because it was like, oh, this is
I
kind of
think
fun. The
I
whole
think
hack and
the
slash
only one I
plot.
ever played was
It's like,
like PS2 era, possibly the first ever one.
I played
so you
that
used
one quite a bit, and then after that, I didn't really. Well, I didn't like how a lot of the later ones they sort of took on that aspect of the PSP, or I think it was the PSP ones, where they broke up the stage into little pieces, and it didn't feel like this giant battlefield that you're roaming across anymore. It was just like
to.
this room connects to this room, and this room connects to this room. It's like, oh,
I mean, it's not like I don't know. I think I more just got we just got burned out on it because it's like we kept playing each of the ones that it's like, well, I mean, it's
That
kind
that
of
does
all
like the
kind of
same
happen.
thing. It's
That
like
is
insane.
bound to
that's a
happen if you like play
yeah,
something and it just doesn't iterate on what
and
it's doing.
it's a bad trick. So I feel like if I would have played them like years apart kind of thing, like instead of like buying every or playing like every like one through whatever number they're up to now, and instead of just doing like one and then doing like seven and then like doing 14 or something kind of thing like that, it probably would have been a a better way to have done it because I think because that's how I ended up getting like burned out early
That's
because
like
like
me in Call of Duty, because I'm never going back. Ever. Ever.
but I feel like
Just
now I haven't played one in like a really long time though, so they must be like dramatically different from what I played back in the day when I used to play them. So it's like,
Oh,
but at
you
the
think
same
an
time
RPG,
though,
you think that.
I know,
But that's
right?
not how video games work.
Well, I mean, my thing. Well, these new the licensed ones where they're like doing like Gundam and
Oh
Hyrule and all this
yeah.
crap. Like they can do different stuff with them because the characters have like different abilities and stuff. But my thing is, I'm kind of like semi burnt out on Dragon's Quest 2. So it's like well, like it's kind of like well, I would have been interested, but at the same time, it's like I played all of these too, and I was just like I'm kind of over this. So I don't know how I like how I feel about this mashup of them because it's like well I haven't played either series in like a while, but at the same time, it's like I used to play them like a lot back in the day. So I'm like, do I jump back into the series with this mashup of the two franchises that I was kind of burned out on? It's like, is that a good idea? Should I just play a different Dynasty Warriors game? So I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I should be excited for this or not, but it is on the PS4, so I mean, at least it's gonna look pretty. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, chapter cool. Speaking of GDC, did you see the thing about Valve and the VR thingy and the Steam console?
yeah, that
I
is the
really,
final.
I really hope my vision comes true, even though it will totally cockblock my Wii U purchase. That was like that's the plan all along. So it's like it works out. It works out, even if it was like years later and like right before a new Star Fox. I don't care. I will take the Steam box solution to my PC gaming over a console I didn't really need.
But Tekken, you've wanted Star Fox for so long.
Eh, it was 250. I'll get one. You know.
Long. Star Fox.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff for Steam.
Unless they have some like epic Star Fox like bundle with like an R wing and Land Rover tank and that would be amazing. But they won't.
Like that'd be a bit much. I mean,
I'm just saying, dude. If they want the money, they gotta bend over me because I've been bending over them for like way too long. It's time to put out. Stegan's been doing it. Now your turn to know.
but
Okay?
Tekken,
That's
do
why
a
we broke
barrel
up.
roll
Okay,
Tekken.
you broke me, and I can't do this anymore, and that's why I got divorced. And you know, no more ring on me. I'm free. PlayStation 4.
Oh,
Sure,
but
buddy.
they tried Tekken. They tried. They want you
Online
back.
gameplay.
They want you back.
It's like let's go down a list here. What games can I play on my current console I cannot play on Wii U? You know, Grand Theft Auto, Destiny, Walking Dead, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, where's it on Wii U? Just saying. Yeah, it ain't there. Okay.
But I mean that doesn't matter though because I mean you already have a PS4, so it's not like that's necessarily an issue. I mean you could be using the Wii U as a
I'm just saying,
companion console.
it could be a trap. It could be a trap. It's like, you know, we're gonna give them these crumbs. They'll come crawling back, and we'll never give them anything ever again. For this one time, we needed the money because we printed so much of it, and we got stupid and we forgot how to. And they're like, oh man, we should start making games. New Star Fox. Let's
I
do it.
don't know because it's like they apparently made like a butt ton of money on amiibos right now. So I mean it's like they might be okay.
And we'll see. Hopefully, people wisen up. And that, yeah.
They
It's always
didn't.
something. It's always something. Nintendo and their evil money printing apparatus. They're just like, let's go back to our bunker and conjure up our genie that like has all our we can see into the future and stuff. And they're like, what do we do, genie? Amiibos. I don't know, genie. I don't think it's gonna work, man. They put these things on these things, and they scan them, and it's in the game, and they have to buy all of them. That's insane. I am the genie. Okay, we'll listen to the genie. It worked, man. Yes, genie, you're awesome. It's just it's got to be some sort of black magic they have in Kyoto. Just I don't know what they do. It's like every time you think they're down, they're not down. They come back, just like Freddy Krueger. You can't kill
Well,
them.
I think. Well, I mean, I think the thing is because Nintendo's like they're never like they don't seem to like be completely focused on what everyone else is doing, so they kind of just they're okay with just doing like
I think
random
that's the other
stuff.
thing is like
that
they
kinda
don't
just works
really
for them.
panic. I don't see a sense of panic. It's like you always think they're doing the wrong thing. It's like what are they doing? Like everybody's like always like what are they doing? They have no idea what they're doing. It's like psh, we're Nintendo bitches. We got this. Whatever. Psh, let's just go lounge around in our pools of money. We didn't lose it all. Ha ha ha. Let's meditate on how to make more. And they're like yes, amiibos. I got it. They may have a meeting, unlike the crazy Microsoft throwing stuff around like we don't know what we're doing. It's like, dudes,
Just throw papers up in the air. Panic, guys!
I got
Panic!
one word for ya. Amiibo. Oh, you don't know what it is? Well, let me tell you. And then it's just from there. It's like just like a dude walked in and he's like, dude, we. It makes no sense right now, and I sound
Sold.
extremely
And it was like
stupid.
they're like sold. We're doing this. Don't
But
even
yeah.
care. You had us at we. So,
Billions of dollars later.
yeah. I mean,
It's
when
like,
in
see,
doubt,
guys,
they
dude,
always
we just don't panic, man. Just don't panic. We just go back to our caves and lay on our money and meditate.
lay on our money. I mean, I don't think they're ever going to like be that much trouble because I mean, when worst comes to worst, they could just release another Pokemon and they'll be okay. But it's like they kind of I think they kind of get away with stuff because sometimes they just do like the most random things and it just kind of happens to just work out for them because it's like well these other companies aren't doing it, so like let's go ahead and do it. So that's kind of how that happens. 'Cause it's like people were probably like, haha, waggle controls, you're insane. But then next thing you know, people are getting shanked in parking lots. So yeah, it was popular. So they yeah, black magic is probably is what's going on.
Yes. I too am excited to see what these Steam machines are now. Sort of lost Steam
I know, right?
for a while, and now it's like, oh, finalized controller, maybe.
I was so set on
Finalized
that
other stuff.
being my like go-to for my secondary console this generation, and then it just disappeared. And I was like, what's going on, Valve? I don't want this 800 Alienware thingy.
You already have a PC though that you can game on. It's not like you're in dire need of one.
But it won't play Witcher 3 RPG. Okay, it might, but it won't look as amazing as on my PS4. So it's like
I'm
therefore
about to say you have a PS4 to play it. You don't need.
I can't import my saves though. So it's like unless they do something. So it's like that saves me the trouble. It's like haha, gotcha. Besides, it's like I mean, there's awesome sales on PSN now, but there's still no replacement for those amazing Steam sales, which I've not took part in for like over 12 months. Was insane.
You're in tropical or just.
I've been a good boy, I deserve this. That's what I get for not spending any money on Steam. Surprisingly, for the last however many sales. But I guess once you buy everything, you're limited. So. What if they have something that's even better than the share button? It's like super share button or something.
What would it even do? like, what exactly are you expecting the super share button to do?
I do an RPG. That's why I can be excited about. It's like they have a button that does stuff, just like the share button does stuff, but it's like better. It's like the better button because you push it and everything gets better. It's like watch this,
Oh, dear.
and just like push. Look how amazing this is! Oh my gosh! Cannot wait day one. Make it
I
happen,
like how it's
Valve.
day one and we have no idea what it is.
Make it happen. Oh man, that'd be so awesome if they did something where like they completely bypassed GameStop. It's like, yeah, you gotta order these online because F GameStop. We're not going to let them control our stuff.
Just F them.
Just F them. And it's like, thanks to Valve, we now live in a digital future 10 years later. It's like, haha. Because we don't have physical products on the shelves.
I refuse. I refuse. I will boycott every somehow. I don't know. No.